grow up. When you're grown, it's time to look at things a different way. It's time to take the grown approach, right? Grown people do things just like anybody else. Grown people make mistakes. Grown people, they sometimes have to watch their attitude. Grown people sometimes have to make a change because they might be playing around with somebody who doesn't want to play at the time. And sometimes the people who are being toyed around with have to be mature enough to see that the other person is just a little bit having a little fun, or they're just being a little bit wild. It's natural. We all have the streak in us to be a bit wild. Okay? It's a natural thing for us to wild out every now and then. It's only in our nature that we're people. We're people of the land. We're people of of creativity, right? Sometimes you think a certain way and it might not be in line with the other person. But the thing is to be mature enough to make the change, apologize, grow from it, say, you know what, it's not such a big deal. Let's just, we agree to disagree, or we agree, or whatever the case may be, we keep it moving on a respectful level. That's what being grown is all about. Being mature is all about. I'm gonna go ahead and get some people on this live. This one right here I want to talk about, and these are some pointers I just found on Google that people could look at in relationships and grown people. Emotional immaturity that can show up in relationship and steps you can take, recognize them in your own. All right, so for all the people out there that don't understand this, we're going to break this down a little bit for all the people out there that are dealing with a lot of immaturity from your partners. You're dealing with immaturity from your people in your family. It could be your sister, it could be your own mother that's being immature with you. Grown people can be very immature. Let me go ahead and get this video out there. Grown people can be very immature, and they can choose to not be the bigger person. They could choose to look down on you, or try to make you look like you're a bad person just because you have an idea, or you told them something, or ridiculous stuff where they just don't want to look over it, be the bigger person and say, you know what, it's not but love and respect at the end of the day for you. I have nothing but love and respect for you at the end of the day. That's the thing. Everybody, grown or not, people make mistakes. So the thing is, for you to be a mature person and the smart one and the bigger one, what you do is you move on, you grow from it. You say, hey, it's not a big deal. I know you probably feel some type of way. You probably felt like giving a joke. You didn't feel, you kind of, whatever the case may be, people are people. They're going through their own individual thing. For us to learn to reciprocate the energy and just understand that, hey, this person might not be having a good day today. That's that simple. Not every day is a good day for everybody. Sometimes people are groggy, might be tired. They might have had a overwhelming situation happen to them. They might have been getting too much bad news. You don't know what people are going through. But the thing to be mature is to know how to override that negative energy. Instead of looking at these people and judging them and trying to be immature and tear them down in any type of way, you got to learn how to grow to be the bigger, better person. See? That's where I'm at with my life. I'm a busy man. You know what I'm saying? I got my own self to take care. I got my people I love to take care. I want to be there for so many people. I got ideas, I got dreams and goals. But it's like when you're dealing in relationships with family and people who are immature, they always want to take their problems out on you. I know here I look at some of the signs of emotional immaturity that can show up in relationship and steps you can take if you recognize them on your own. They don't go deep. They will not go deep on a conversation. They cannot go deep on a conversation. They can't speak to you about nothing that is empowering, or y'all trying to talk about some stuff that means something to y'all, or you're going through something, whether it be in a relationship and you're going through a certain type of vibe with people, and they can't talk about, they don't want to talk about it at all, but they want to talk about everybody else's business. That's immaturity. It's immature. If you have a partner with you that don't want to talk about nothing hope that's growing or something that you're going through, and they can't touch on those topics, it's immature. They're immature. They're being a child. You understand? Because these same people will talk about everybody else's business and gossip about all these other people, but gossip about the government, talking about Donald Trump, talking about all these presidents and people that really shouldn't even, they don't even think about you. These people do not care about you nor think about you, right? They don't put you on the mind to say if you're okay. They don't have any respect for you. So the lack of respect and the lack of love and empathy and true care is from their immaturity and from the fact they refuse to grow up and be a grown person and act like a grown person does, out of respect and courtesy for human beings and for the stuff they face and go through on a daily basis, because everybody is going through something. So when you're mature, you know how to deal with people on a grown level. You know how to look at people and give them a chance. Give them an opportunity to say, you know what, this person is a person. You don't know what they're going through today. Let me work with them and try to see with them. That's what being mature is about. So when you reason and you got these people who can't go deep with you, let me turn up this light because I think I'm too dark over here. Let me go ahead and get some light on my situation. Everything is about them. That's a narcissistic thing too. You ever notice that some grown people is all about them. They all about them and what they think about, what they want to do on their time. When they feel like it's the right time to do it, that's when they want to do it. Then you can't get no time out of them. You could call them to, but something that you're interested in, they'll never give you the time of day. They won't come and try to say, damn, what you got going on? Let me help you out or support you on whatever your initiative is today or whatever idea you have. These people will act like your stuff is just not important. Your stuff is not important at all. What you got going on is not important at all. The only thing important is them. That's how they work. These are immature people that are sometimes narcissists too. Narcissistic people who only care about themselves and what they got to do. Their goals and their mission is it. What you got to do don't matter to them. It's just not a concern to them. That's how they roll. It's an immature thing. It's like children who only thinking about playing the game and whatever game they play and whatever is on their mind, that's what they want to do. They don't care about nothing else, okay? It's a childlike thing. They become very defensive. It's another part of immature people. They're very defensive whenever you stand up to them with the truth and tell them how you feel or what's going on or if it's wrong. Try to tell them the right thing. Try to teach them something. They get defensive as hell, like you trying to kill them. You're trying to teach these people something right. You're operating from a grown perspective, trying to tell them the right thing to do. You know what they do? They get mad at you. They ready to flip out and cuss you out and talk the most junk. Why? Because they're not ready to accept the level of maturity to grow and take the good advice and learn from it. A lot of women are like that. They're very immature. Immature women. I've met a lot of immature women, and to this day, women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. It shocks me to say that, but even women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s right now are very immature. And I can't believe it that I'm sitting here looking at these grown women. They're grown, but they're acting like children. They act like little kids, like little girls. And these men too out here, grown up big man, they might act like little tiny boys. Immature, selfish, and jealous, carrying little feelings and emotions for people that's doing positive things. When somebody is doing positive things, and you see that this person is grown and they have no time for drama and bullcrap, what you do, you keep your drama away from these people. You know what these people do? They come and they hate your guts for being yourself, for being you. You never did nothing to them. But you know what? They can't stand you for being yourself because they're immature. See that dislike come? Some immature person just disliked this video. Get out of here, man. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody right now. Send me no damn message. These people are immature, y'all. Immature. And I'm going to start calling them out and posting on it, tagging them, everything. I'm done playing the immature game 2021 with all these immature little girls and boys that refuse to grow the fuck up. They do not want to grow up. They want to stay children. You try with these people. You talk to them. You elevate with them. They speak to you good. Everything is all right. You know what I'm saying? You try to work with them. You do everything you can with these people to elevate their mind. But instead, they choose to be little girls and little boys. They never want to grow the fuck up. No matter what you do or say to them, they can't be happy with you because they're not happy with their motherfucking self. That's what you realize. When people not happy with themselves, they cannot be happy with you. You could apologize. You could tell them, I'm sorry for running a joke. My bad. I ain't mean it. I'm groggy. I'm tired. No matter what you're going through, they do not care about what you're going through. They don't care what you got going on, how overwhelmed you are. If you had a debt, nothing. They just think about themselves. Maturity level on 0. They think about themselves. That's it. What they got going on, their job and their stuff and their this and their that. They don't consider you. They don't even respect you. So the lack of respect that some of these people have is the reason why you can't even deal with them on a level of maturity. Because they're so immature, they lack respect, they lack courtesy, they lack all that shit they talk about. Then they try to pretend like they got any of those things with them, like they're respectful and like they're good people. You know what the problem with most narcissists are? They will come to you pretending to be perfect, like they're good, wholesome people. And talk shit about other people like they messed up when they're the freaking narcissist too. They're crazy, immature, small-minded, don't have no real love in them nor no real respect, ready to disrespect you at the drop of a dime. and then make you look like you're the monster for it. Listen, they become defensive. They have commitment issues. They can't be committed to nothing. The minute you freaking slip up with them, they can't forgive you and just keep it moving. They're ready to cut you off, disrespect you. No matter how yesterday they loved you so much, today they fucking shit on you. This is the problem with these immature people. They don't have a steady mind, mentality to move forward and do the right things. It's always some small-minded shit. It's always some little petty shit they got to pull a card on because they're so petty, they can't dwell on the bigger level. They rather the pettiness. That's how these people are. They're very petty. Okay, and I'm just being honest about that. You know, when you grow and you live a life and you become a grown person, yeah, you could do comedy. Yeah, you could have fun. Yeah, you could play around. It's natural. Those things are natural. To play around and to have fun is a natural thing. If somebody runs a joke, that's a natural thing. If it's not that funny, okay, it's a natural thing. Not every joke is going to be funny. Not all the time it's going to slip through and be the top joke or, oh yeah, perfect. No, not all the time. Immature people always want to win an argument, even at the cost of a relationship, yo. That's how you know they're immature. They just want to win the argument so fucking bad. They don't even care what the conversation's about or if they learned anything. They just want to win the convo because this everything to them is a competition. And why would you be with somebody anyway in a relationship to run a competition with the person you're with? On just talking. Why can't people learn to shut the fuck up sometime and listen to their partner so that they could grow together? Instead of chatting, acting like you're the only person with the mouth, your life matters, your stuff matters, but the other person's don't. That's not life. That's not life. If you want to live that type of life, you stay by yourself. But once you're with somebody, you have a partner, you have a friend, you have to learn mutual respect. You have to have a level of maturity where you treat these people with a level of respect. And if that person can't feel the respect from you, eventually they'll turn. They'll be like, man, this person doesn't respect me. I'm tired of even talking to them. They don't have no respect. That's what's going on. You have to learn to respect people, or people will not deal with you. It's just that simple. People don't want to deal with disrespect. Like me personally, I don't want nobody right now in my life that's trying to play me, knowing that I'm doing good and I'm being a good person, but still trying to tear me down and make me out to be a monster because they're fucked up mentally and they're hurting inside or they got problems. And they, instead of dealing with their problems and telling somebody about it or, you know, addressing it the right way, they want to freaking blame you like you're all the problems in their life. Mother, and you ain't did shit to them. Grow up. Grow up. Grown people. Now I'm gonna touch on some topics about this right here that really got me thinking since the other day that it's a serious issue. It's a big issue. They're immature. They're scared. They're so scared of this video because they're immature. Let me share this about 50 more times. These grown people are so immature that they're scared of the truth. They're scared of addressing these topics about them being immature. They don't want to hear it because they know they're immature. They know they are. And they rather stay small-minded and pretend like everything is all right than address this shit and stand up to it. Face it up. That's what I'm realizing with a lot of these grown folks. They don't want to face up their own shit. They rather freaking keep it small-minded and act like they freaking doing good and it's all good and they fine. Let me tell you how immature some of these people are. They let their kids watch horror movies. Who lets a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old watch horror movies? Knowing damn well blood and gore and cussing should not be in the mouth of kids. Who does that? Where do they do that? Where do they let little minors, little tiny children watch these type of shows? Where? You show me where do they do that at? We got some messed up women in this world. We got some messed up men. They're so immature and petty, small-minded, refusing to deal with the truth that this is what we get from them. Okay? So watch this. They have commitment issues. They don't own their mistakes. They don't never own their mistakes. And you feel more alone than ever. No matter how they fucking talking to you and acting like they're with you, you feel lonely because you know they're not with you. They just pretending. These people sometimes are users in your life, yo. They're just there for what they could suck out of you. They're not really there to love you or care for you ever. It's really maybe what I could get out of this nigga while they play the game with maybe 5 or 6 other people. You're just a freaking one of the stones they got to tap on when they're ready to get something. You understand? Some of these people are not there with any love or respect for you as a person. Okay? We have to learn to address that and be honest with ourselves about that. Alright? It's time to be real with ourselves. It's 2021. No more can we continue to pretend with anybody. Okay? I'm not pretending with nobody. I don't care who you are. If I feel disrespected by you, you got to go. You got to fucking go. And until you can learn to respect and give back the mutual respect that I have for you, you got to go. I'm not staying around you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to run it. I'm never going to chase you. That's a fact. Never. I'm not that type of person. A lot of these people are narcissists. They want somebody to chase behind them, to argue with them, to keep up the bullshit with them when they don't feel good. Because misery loves company, okay? Immature women, immature men. Y'all got to grow up. I know a lot of them going to run from this conversation because they look at what's going on. COVID-19, right? The whole 2020. Killing a bunch of people, right? COVID-19. Just going reckless out here. And you know, these small-minded, immature-ass people, instead of saying, damn, it's time to bond together, come together and really, you know what I'm saying, we need to fight. I keep saying these messages every day. We need to come together and do the right thing, support each other. Instead, we got these immature little boys and girls that don't want to address nothing, don't want to unite, don't want to freaking be honest with themselves and deal with their problem the way they should. Instead, they want to blame you for their issues. You know what I mean? On each brand new day, there's a brand new opportunity for us to do fresh, great things in life and do, you know what I'm saying, be positive, uplifting. Instead, some people choose to be immature and tear you down today and tomorrow. That's like a choice, yo. They make the choice to rip you apart, knowing damn well you're a good person, knowing damn well you do good things on a daily basis, knowing damn well you got a positive look on life and you got outcomes that you would love to have. That's good. Instead of giving you that support of the positive thing you're doing, they come tearing you down, telling you something wrong with you today, you messed up, when they're the ones with the issue. That's immaturity. They won't go deep in conversation to explain themselves, nor do they want to hear what you have to say. Everything is about them. They become defensive at anything you say to them about being right or trying to give them advice. They're defensive because they don't want to take any advice. They think they know everything. They think they're the smartest person in the world when they're really a dummy. They don't know shit. Now, the problem with these people, they have commitment issues. They won't be committed to you about nothing. You try to commit with them, they switch on you at the drop of a dime. You know what I'm saying? Another problem. They don't own their mistakes. They don't want to own no mistake they make. Every time they make a mistake, they act like you the one that made the mistake. You the one that messed up. You made their life live in hell when they're the ones bringing hell to you. You ain't even did nothing to them. All you do is trying to work with them on something they planned for you, you know, or whatever the case may be. You trying to help them, stuff like that. Like there's this person I tried to help recently. Grown man. Tried to help this grown ass fucking man get 2 new clients to make some money. You know what this man did? Immature, lying ass nigga disrespected me and lied to a bunch of people, said them people didn't pay him his money. When he know damn well them people paid him his money. And I called the people on the phone in front of him and the people admitted they paid him, and he lied right there because he was ashamed of admitting the truth. And that's the problem with these grown-ups. They lie so damn much when the truth comes around they can't say it, so they're scared of the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. That's the problem why they gossip about everybody's business. That's why these grown-ups, vloggers too, they love to gossip about everybody's business. You know why? Because they don't want to talk about their own problems. Fuckers, selfish, narcissistic, immature grown-ass men and women. Grow up. Grow the fuck up, goddammit. Somebody got to talk to y'all. And I don't care about who doesn't want to dare go on, you know. Man, I don't give a fuck about your dislikes. You grown people think that your dislike means something, that it should hurt our feelings. That's what being grown is about. That's what being mature is about. It's about freaking knowing how to look past this stupid little shit that you people think are hurting our feelings and overcome it and laugh at it and move on. That's what being mature is about. We're no longer kids. We're no longer children that you could fucking hurt with your dislike button. We're no longer like, oh, you dislike my video. Oh, you didn't share my video. Oh, you unsubscribe. No, I'm mature. That's what being mature is about. It's about looking at that stuff and laughing at it because we know that these platforms belong to these people any fucking way. We don't own them. We just use them to our advantage. So we are mature enough to take your little dislikes, negative comments, and laugh at them and say whatever and keep it moving instead of letting our life dwell around a foolish, petty thing. You get what I'm saying? So you grown men and women that are immature, big up Rainy in the building. Shout out No School in Promo Queen. Big up all my real fan subscribers. Please remember to mash that subscribe button if you didn't already. And definitely hit the like. I'm here to address things that grown-ups are hiding from. These grown-ups are so like little boys and little girls. I'm dealing with this grown man, like I said. He didn't want to admit that he got his money. He lied in front of a crowd of people. Then he want to blame me for giving him 2 new customers that paid him. What he should have been was being a good person. Say thank you for the 2 new customers. I hope they call me again so I can make some more money. Simple as that. But this fucker instead wants to freaking be immature and a lying person. Go blame me. Say I gave him, you shouldn't have gave me them customers. I don't like them. You see what I'm saying? Immature ass dude. Want to be a little boy instead of being a grown man and being honest with himself. You feel me? He try to pretend for the crowd like everything is all fucked up when it was all good. That's what grown people do. They create problems because they're immature. There's no problem there, but a grown person will make a problem there because they're immature and they're narcissistic and they dwell on negative energy half the time. That's how they move. They can't live positive. They can't just say, things are good, let me be happy today. I'm alive and well. My people alive and well. Let me be supportive and loving today. They gotta move on the negative shit. You can't even get them to go back positive once you there gonna get them negative. They gone. They just want to continue bashing you. These are narcissist people. These are immature people, right? You feel more alone than ever dealing with them. No matter how much they say and they care about you, you still feel alone as fuck because it's just not real. It's not real. It's not real. Real love is something that you can't just freaking crush like. It's not something people just toss in your face and pretend with. You can feel that shit. It's felt every single day. You could feel it. They give it to you, and sometimes when shit is just not right, you can't feel it. When you can't feel it, you know something is wrong. Now listen, people don't own their own mistakes is because of immaturity. A lot of grown people won't own up to shit right now. Look at these grown women out there right now. All this COVID crap going around, this vaccine crap. We in the middle of a new world order going crazy, right? And a lot of these grown ass women, you won't hear them never say nothing about what y'all men doing, how y'all feeling. You alright, my brother? They'll never even check on you. They won't ask you if you feel okay, if you're doing alright. They won't even give a fuck about your life, yo. They just looking at you like a fucking moron, like you're a robot. And they act like robots. You know why? Because these people are desensitized under this government and this system. The white supremacy system got them all messed up mentally. So I'm saying that's why people act so immature. That's why they're so narcissistic. That's why they're so self-centered, selfish, and only think about themselves. Self, and self, and them, and them, and them, and them, and them. They don't care about what you got going on. It's all about them, and them, and them, and them, and them, and them. Just them. All they think about is themselves and their life. They don't care about nothing you got going on. They won't own up their own problems. They won't reason with you on a deep level. They always gonna be shallow with you. Shallow as fuck. And the minute you goddamn say something out of line, they ready to cut your head off for it. Act like you the worst person in the world. You can't run a joke with them. They ready to tear your head off. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a fucking period going or some shit. Or they got some shit going on themselves that they mad at. And they taking it out on you because they're angry at themselves. Narcissistic, immature, small-minded. I had another fake ass friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with them no more. She working with some people. She introduced me to some people. And I pretty much gave her the love. Like, hey, no, anybody you introduce me to, it's all love and respect. I work with them. We did a great job. Well, tell me why now I ain't did nothing to this person. All of a sudden they're flipping out on me, talking shit behind my back about G acting like y'all that, G acting like y'all this. G ain't did a goddamn thing but go to work. All I did was go to fucking work, doing a job that somebody freaking got me to do, booked me to do. I don't understand these people. It's like it's like you want us to die or something for no reason. It's like they just want us to drop off earth and just perish. They can't watch us just live and try to live and try to survive. Like work, do my music, push out love and positive energy, do good things with people, for people, support so many different, man, you know how much people I support and love? I don't want to talk about it, but I'm saying it to give people an idea of how much positive energy I give off daily. For people to come back to me with their bullshit, negative, immature, narcissistic energy without considering my time and what I'm doing or what I'm going through. Just ready to throw their whole fucking bag of freaking burdens on me like I'm their problem. When I ain't did nothing to them. Nothing. But you know what? My angelic friends are telling me, they're saying, G, it's just because you're rising. It's because you're rising. You're doing the right things in your life. That's the devil attacking you through these people. The devil are going through the people that you actually love and care for and attacking you because you're doing the right things. You're fighting and standing up and you're speaking, you're elevating the youth, you're teaching people the right stuff, you're putting out good information, you know what I mean? We're doing stuff, good stuff. And when you do that type of thing, the devil attacks you, goddamn, I'm telling you, the evil attacks you. To all type of fucking entities, to your people that love you, to people you care for, that's where the attack comes. It comes from the people you love the most. They're the first ones to attack you because that's how the devil works. Whenever you're doing right and things starting to go right for you, and it's a flow, and you pick up on that God energy, and that God energy start flowing with you, the devil attack you through your fucking closest people. He come through your fucking mama, your cousin, your woman, your friend, that dude you thought was your brother. That's who he come through. He creeps through them in some little sneaky ways too. You don't even see him coming. He comes and sneaks in into an immature form. A little snaky way to say shit to throw you off, to make you feel small when you're doing great. And when you're telling them how great you're doing, these same people will not congratulate you nor feel good for you. Instead, you could tell they feel small. You could tell they feel like shit. They be like, damn, I hope you don't do too better than me. I hope you don't do too good till you doing better than me. That's what you could feel it in them. That's what they're thinking and saying to themselves. Negative vibes. You could feel their negative vibes that they don't wish any well for you. You could feel it. They won't congratulate you. You even post it that something good happened for you. They won't say congratulations. They won't share it. They won't support you. They'll try to evade you and ignore you the better you do because they are jealous of it and they're immature to the fact that you're growing. They don't want to see you grow because they figure you might grow away from them and they don't want to grow with you. So the truth is you might grow away from them because they don't want to grow. When people refuse to grow, automatically you're going to grow away from them. It's natural. It's natural. Some people don't want to accept that, but it's true. You better start growing with your people if you love them. Grow with them. Stop acting like you're too big to grow with them. You're too big to grow beside your friend or your partner or whoever is in your life. You're not too big. You're not too big. You're not too smart to learn something new. You're not too smart. You need to learn something new. You don't know everything. And that's the problem with a lot of these grown people. They pretend like they know everything, but they're really just immature and small-minded, narcissistic, self-centered, selfish, and don't want to listen to nobody give them advice because they think they know everything. But even an old dog can learn new tricks. Even an old dog can learn new tricks. But the problem with some of these older people, they so daggone stuck. Look, what is emotional immaturity? 9 signs to watch for and what to do. Look, I'll show you. See, the words are there. I'm not here just talking from my ass. I'm here giving you the levels that you could see it with these grown people. And when I'm speaking about this topic, it actually addresses the government, the politicians, the Trumps, all of them. This is what this is. This is speaking about all grown people on a wall. Yes, I'm touching on a level to show you that most of these grown people, all that you see out there, a bunch of immature. That's why so much lies being told to the children. That's why they lie so damn much. That's why they trick everybody with all these foolishness because they're liars. We're dealing with a bunch of little boys and little girls pretending to be grown. Picture this. You're out on the town with your partner at a fancy new restaurant. Everything seems perfect. But when you try asking them about your future together, they keep switching the subject. Finally, you point it out, only to have them crack a joke at your expense, leaving you feeling all shades of frustration. While we've all had our moments of childishness, these antics can end up taking a toll on relationships because the other person is failing to take your feelings into account. What exactly is it? Someone emotionally immature will find it hard to effectively communicate or process their emotions and can often appear selfish or aloof. Right? What are the key characteristics? Here's a look at some signs of emotional immaturity that can show up in a relationship and steps you can take if you recognize them in your own. They won't go deep. As we can see in the above scenario, an emotional immature partner will delay tough conversations because they aren't able to make sense of their feelings or find them too overwhelming to deal with. They'll skim the surface of topics without revealing much and won't connect with you on a deeper level. Facts. Facts. Here are some diversion tactics they might use. Laughing instead of opening up. Telling you they have to fix the TV at that moment. Exactly. They get busy and go do something else because they don't want to talk about it. Saying they're too stressed to talk. That's another thing they do. They say they're too stressed to talk about that. Postponing your discussion for next week. Exactly what they do. They pretend they're too busy right now to have the discussion because they don't want it. They're running. They're running from it. Everything is about them. Here's the selfish part of it, narcissistic part of it. This one's biggie. People who are emotionally immature will always bring in the me factor at inappropriate times. I know that for a fact because I try to bring up my daughter's conversation to my baby mom, and this chick made it all about her, even though I addressed her about my kids. I was trying to get my children, my 2 daughters, to spend time together. You know what I'm saying? I want the little one, the big one, to come and visit the little one. Because the little one, she's only 3. The big girl is 14 right now. She should have the mind frame and the mindset to say, you know, let me check out my little sister. She's growing up fast. You're going to be a grown woman in 5 years. You know what I mean? You should have the mentality already to say, let me check out my little sister. So if she doesn't have it, I'm telling the mama, hey, mama, why don't you kind of steer her toward that? Give her a positive motivation for her to go visit her little sister even once out the year. Don't let a whole year go by, you in the same damn city, and you don't visit your own little sister because your mama is not encouraging you. I'm trying to tell her that, but she didn't pick it up, so I told her mama. Instead of me being a grown man speaking this truth, all of a sudden this woman, instead of taking my truth and listening to what I had to say and say, you know what, you're right. Selfish, immature ass woman, you know what she does? She puts herself in the middle of the shit. Well, me, I. Homie, hold the fuck on. Didn't I just tell you this is about these little girls? So where do you come back in this conversation? That's the problem with these grown ass women. They too fucking selfish, self-centered, and fucking all about their self. Narcissistic. They all care about their hair, their makeup, their face, their fucking shit. That's it. They just be in the mirror. Some of them be in the mirror for 2-3 hours. Can't get nothing done. Can't go nowhere with them. You can't. Yo, it's so fucking annoying to deal with some of these immature ass women that can't accept themselves for who they are. Because they worried about how they look at every moment. They worried about their fucking hair. That's on their damn head so bad they got to switch, do 2 hours worth of work to it. It's immaturity and it's lostness. It's you just losing time and losing yourself in the physical realm of fantasy foolishness. We're dealing with that. A lot of women are like that, a lot of men. They caught up so bad into this world of immaturity that they don't even know if they're coming or going. And they don't speak any sense. They don't make any sense either. They're the most negative people, ready to throw every problem on you and burden on you like you're the problem in the world when you did nothing to them. Right? I keep going through these immature people. Another one, 48, 50. This woman is damn near 50 years old, yo. I could be her son. Okay? I could be this lady's son. This woman is damn near 50. I'm dealing with her the other day. Her immature ass started just talking behind my back to somebody I know for no reason. I did nothing to this lady. I ain't did nothing but help her with everything she brought to me. I helped her. She asked for my help on time. I took the time off to help her with her stuff. That's all I did for her, is help her. And that's it. I ain't did nothing else to her but help her. And this big 50-year-old woman chooses, because somebody else likes me and spoke good about me to her, she didn't like the fact that they were talking good about me. What she did was, she wanted to tear me down because she felt like, because I've upgraded so much, I'm doing much better work than I was doing 2 years ago. She get mad because the work I'm doing now is so much better than the work I did 3 years ago. What the fuck is that to be mad at somebody about? Is that something to be mad at somebody about because they got better? And that's how immature these people are. Fucked up, grown up. These grown ups are silly. That's what I'm realizing. They're some silly fucks. Rainier, these grown ups are some silly fucks. All of them. That's why Trump, all these presidents, all these government people, all of them, they're silly, immature little fucks. They're not grown. They're really little boys and girls pretending to be grown. Immature, pretending to be grown. Silly little boys and girls pretending to be grown. These governors and senators and presidents, all of them are some little fucking boys and little girls. A bunch of little selfish brats that wants to eat the chips all by their goddamn self. Bunch of selfish little brats that ain't never been through nothing. So they think every time they go through any little thing, it's the biggest thing in the world. Bitch, you ain't been through shit, you immature fuck. You know how much shit people going through, starving around this world, going through real shit. You here complain about every little stupid shit that happened to you like you're going through nothing. You ain't going through shit. You just need to grow the fuck up. Real people are struggling out here and suffering out here, homeless and under government problems, all type of shit happening to them. And you little fucking kids complaining about your stupid little fucking problems that you ain't got. Worried about every little thing because you ain't never been through no real shit. You fucking people need to grow the fuck up. Fucking following these immature little freaking dumbass European ways. Listen, your part doesn't pay attention to your concerns or interests. It's a clear sign they have some emotional growing to do. Exactly. Listen to this one. Listen to this one again. This one's a biggie. People who are emotionally immature will always bring in the me factor at inappropriate times. Me, always about their damn self. They have a hard time understanding that the world doesn't revolve around them. Fucking exactly. The world doesn't revolve around none of us, yo. You gotta accept people got their time, their good and their bad time. The mature thing to do is move on, grow on, understand them. Try to get the energy from them and just move on. Stop making everything a fucking argument. Sometimes people do things they don't mean to argue with you. They're just trying to show you that, they ain't having the best time of day. They're trying to cope. To be grown and to be mature and a bigger person is to overstand that and move forward. Instead of holding them back with a big ass argument and a fight to tear them down for nothing. Like you perfect when you know you're a piece of fucking immature person. Listen, they become defensive. If you bring something up, they'll get overly defensive. For example, if you complain that they didn't take out the garbage like they said they would, they respond with, "Why are you always on my case?" Or crack a condescending joke like, "Looks like someone's PMSing." They have commitment issues. Talking about the future can feel intimidating to someone who is emotionally immature. They'll avoid planning things together because they're afraid of limiting their freedom. Exactly. I see that perfectly with some people I know right now. They don't want to talk about the future, nor growing, nor making certain moves, because they're so fucking controlled by the white supremacy system in place. They don't even know how to think about their future. Them people probably stuck where they at and gonna be there forever. You better off not planning nothing with them people, because they're not gonna make no moves. They live in fear. They're not gonna make no power moves with you. You need people who are willing to move with you. If you're in a relationship, you need somebody in a relationship who willing to move with you. Somebody who really loves you, willing to be there for you and fight for you. Not for the fucking country. For you. That's what relationships are about. It's about somebody who's willing to fight for you and be with you and love you. Not somebody who's willing to fight for strangers and everybody else but you. Okay? I don't want to be in a relationship with nobody that's willing to fight for everybody in the world and every stranger while they stand up against my ass. That ain't my partner. That ain't my fucking partner. Fuck that. I don't want to be with nobody like that, and you shouldn't either. Okay? Talking about the future can feel intimidating to someone who is emotionally immature. They'll avoid planning things together because they're afraid of limiting their freedom. And they don't want to tell you that. So they keep lying to you and pulling you along on a string, and you got to learn those things, okay? Do they make up excuses for not meeting your parents or trying to schedule a vacation together? It can be a sign of their commitment phobic. See that? So the information will help you read the signs when you see them. You wonder why somebody don't want to meet your mama or daddy? They don't really want nothing long term from you. They really just playing the strings. In short, they aren't accountable. They don't own their mistakes. Instead of being thoughtful and admitting when they've messed up, they'll place the blame on other people or circumstances beyond their control. Exactly. They blame everybody else, start calling all type of other fucking names when really they're the ones created the problem. Here are some things they might say. My boss kept sending me emails and I didn't get around to it. Steve wanted me to have another drink so I couldn't make it home on time. My assistant forgot to remind me of today's lunch date. Yeah, that's the shit they say. They make the excuses, you know what I'm saying, to try to pretend. But really, they're pulling you along on a string. Instead of being grown and being like, I think it could work then, or this is the best time, or reason which one is shit. They try to freaking throw dirt on you like, this fucked up, everything is all messed up. Ain't nothing messed up. It's their mind that's messed up. Their attitude is messed up. That's what's messed up. And they don't want to come off their high horse and admit that shit because they don't like taking advice nor admitting the truth. So what they do is they pretend and keep pretending the whole time till they drive themselves in a real rage and start going off for no fucking reason in a rage. Okay? That's what these people do. You feel more alone than ever. More than anything, you feel lonely and sense an intimacy gap in your relationship. Yep, that's for sure. You're going to sense the intimacy. If you're in a relationship and somebody acts like this, you're going to feel very lonely because you're going to realize this person doesn't have any energy to give you any type of good vibes. Especially if you're not around them, it's even worse because then they can't, they're not close enough to even give you any real energy, much less give it to you over a video or send you something nice or be, that like if it's a woman or a man relationship, you with your woman and woman send you something nice and, make you feel good as a man and make you feel uplifted and do something sexy for you. Nah, she ain't going to do that shit. She ain't even thinking about you like that. More than anything, you feel lonely and sense an intimacy gap in your relationship. Bonding or connecting with your significant other becomes stunted because you feel a lack of support, understanding, and respect. There's also no way for you to articulate your needs and desires to discuss improvements. Exactly, you can't even talk to them because they just won't give you the time. They're running from it, and when they do get a chance, they don't want to talk about it because they're too immature or narcissistic. They think, only when they care about something, that's when it should be a topic. Okay? That's the problems we're dealing with in relationships. That's why a lot of relationships don't work. Because we're dealing with narcissism and immaturity, small-minded, pettiness, shallowness, shallow people that don't want to go deep in conversation. They don't want to travel. They rather gossip about anybody else's business and talk about the thing that's affecting their life, the thing that's affecting them directly and their children. These are immature fucking people, I'm telling you. Immature little girls. I see women that do it and they're very immature. Right now, I fucking know a woman that's right now, they're very immature. My baby, they're very immature. I don't want to call no names, but I'm dealing with immature people right now that choose to be immature, that choose to be petty, shallow, and small-minded. In the face of freaking adversity, they break down. In the face of a little obstacle, they break down and get weak and act like a little punk when they're supposed to be strong. Punk, turn into a little punk. Yes, females too, you turn into little punks sometimes. You should be the bigger person, the stronger. It's time for you to be a parent and be a mother now. And you're here turning into a little punk-ass person getting scared or wimpy and crying over shit. You're not the only person with kids. Now I have to, it's people. My mama took care of 5 of us and she didn't break down and get weak and stop. She kept it going. And she's here to this day in her 70s moving, doing work and positive, looking good and beautiful. Your woman complain, act like you're ready to kill yourself over having one little baby and having them to make a sippy cup for them. You lazy fucking man person. That's a lazy man is what it is. I'm not trying to knock no woman out there that's get tired sometimes. We overstand that. We all get tired. especially when it's taking care of kids. It's a hard thing to do. It's the hardest job in the world to take care of children. But then is when you gotta tough the fuck up and be mature. You gotta grow up and understand it's not about you no more. That's the problem with these damn grown-ups. They still think it's about them. They still in the mirror for 3 damn hours having a child out there by themselves crying while they taking care of their face and their hair. Motherfucker, you tend to that child first. The moment you become a parent, it's not about you no more. It's about those children first. Grow up. Stop being selfish. Thinking you are still the limelight lime of the day. No, you have kids now. It's about the children first. Respect that and learn to respect these children because they're the one that's going to grow up and take care of your ass when you're old. And if you don't know that, you'll be by yourself in that home if you live long enough, okay? So take wise speaking, take knowledge, take understanding and use it to your ability instead of being a dumbass, immature, self-centered, small-minded, shallow-ass person. How to handle it. If you find yourself nodding along and recognize the above signs in your partner, not all hope is lost. Emotional immaturity doesn't necessarily mean things aren't destined to work out. The key factor here is the other person is willing to make a change. If they're willing to make the change, if so, below are some ways you can approach this kind of behavior. Initiate a straightforward conversation. Bring it to their attention. One of the simplest yet potent things we can do is to talk to another person and be open to feedback. You can let them know how their behavior is affecting by using I statements, then proposing possible solutions. This trains your brain to respond and not react out of anger or frustration. Here are some of the following you can try. When we moved in together, we had plans to marry in a year. I feel hurt and concerned that you won't discuss this topic with me anymore. Would you please help me figure out the reasons why you're hesitating? Why, when I am doing so many chores around the house every day, I feel overwhelmed and exhausted. Are these ways you can help me out with this weekly laundry and food preparation? You know, just talk to your people, just talk to ask for help. That's all we have to do is be supportive and loving to each other. That's it. If one is a little bit wild, just say you alright, you know, forgive them. They might be really playing around, you know, like you have to learn to grow with people. Whether it be friends, relationships, your partner, you have to learn to grow, to accept and help them evolve. Create healthy boundaries. You get me? That's what it's all about, building. Stop picking up the slack for your partner, engaging with them when they come up with the excuses or poor choices. Yes, fuck that, exactly. It's important that they understand that their behavior has consequences and that you won't keep participating in their unhealthy dynamic. Exactly. Below are some ways to be more assertive and set boundaries. Be self-aware. Have an awareness of your own comfort level. Identify what situations make you feel hurt, uneasy, or angry. Communicate with your partner. Mention that there are certain things you won't tolerate, like being shouted at or lied to. Follow through on what you say. No exceptions. This can mean taking the high road and during temper tantrums and letting them know. You'll be willing to talk once they're ready to discuss things maturely. Exactly. Exactly. One damn throw a temper tantrum, get all I ain't got time for that shit. It's 2021, yo. Anybody that got that bullshit with them from 2020 still, please don't contact me or hit me up with your bullshit. Please stay the fuck away from me. Stop. I don't want no argument with you. I want to talk to you. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not bothering you. I'm not gonna bother you. Trust me. This goes for everybody in the world. I'm not gonna bother none of you. Leave me the fuck alone with your negative shit. On that note, y'all could check out this on the health line. It's the topic I'm about to cut. How to recognize and deal with emotional immaturity, okay? That goes for men and women, alright? It's a lot of little girls and boys running around here pretending to be grown, but they're shallow-minded, they're small-minded, petty, they're immature, they're narcissistic, self-centered, selfish, don't care about what you got going on, don't know how to talk to you, and don't want to dive deep to really talk about real topics and address stuff in the relationships that would heal the relationship. They don't want to touch it because they're being petty. People, it's time to get over it. Time to grow up. Have a blessed day. Salute to everybody. I'm about to clip out. No, big up Rainier, big up everybody that's watching. Holy crap. Damn Facebook, man, I swear. I swear. I'm sorry, fam. I'm having an issue with this YouTube shit. They won't let me go off the way I used to.